Hey guys, this is Apollonia at Global Witches. I'm coming to you with the third and fourth rune. I'm going to kind of tell you a little bit about their magical application, how you would use them in magical working, how I would use them in a magical working, and kind of just tell you a little bit about them, being that you can go find the divinatory meanings rather easily. So I'm going to talk to you more about the magical way to use them. Okay, so the third rune we're going to talk about today is Thurisaz. You can kind of see Thurisaz as like Thor's hammer, okay? Now, Thurisaz is a carrier rune, ensuring effectiveness in your working. It's also a warfetter rune. So when it comes to that, it's a rune you would use, the first rune you would use if you're going to hex or curse somebody. If somebody needed to pay some karma, this would be the rune that you would use. Now, it's also a rune that you got to be really careful with. You want to really make sure if you're going to use this rune in that way that you're right, or at least in your mind you're right, because your mind plays a big role in how this rune is used. This rune is really based on emotion. So when you're going to use this in a working to curse or to hex somebody, you got to make sure you can build up that energy and keep it like that and keep your mindset like that and not waver back feeling guilty or bad. So you want to make sure when you use this rune that you really have been messed with. It's also one that feeds all the energy and bad magic that's been thrown at you and feeds it right back to them. It throws it right back to them. So it's kind of like a mirror. It just bounces off and bounces right back to them. To me, this is fine. If somebody's already out to hex you or throw negative energy, negative thoughts, just negative vibes at you, it's something that, you don't need to deal with. So it's okay to just send it back to them. You're not doing anything other than reflecting what they've been throwing at you. It's also a rune that can inspire fear, actually, in your enemies. Magically, if somebody's messing with you and you use this rune, you can inspire fear. You can actually make them thwart their plans and mess up their own way that they were going to attack you, kind of make them fumble up, okay? It's something that when you use, you want to make sure, like I said, that you use it correctly. You want to cover yourself. So it's really important to use this rune in combination with Isa and to use it with Ewaz, which is would be seen as algae. We'll talk about that one later on, but that's another rune of protection. So these two runes should always be used with Thurisaz if you're going to be hexing or cursing or doing any kind of magic like that. So just want to give you a heads up in that way. If you need to stop your enemies dead in their tracks, Thurisaz is the way to do it. Okay, now the fourth rune we're going to talk about is Ansuz. I'm going to go ahead and show you. Ansuz. Ansuz is actually the rune ruled by Odin. Okay, Ansuz is a communication rune. It's a rune actually that can help you connect to the Nordic gods and goddesses. It can help you connect to your ancestral heritage. It can help you connect with your ancestors and really help you to communicate with them. Okay, it can help thin the veil. It can also help you astral travel. So it's a good rune to use. It's also a rune that you can use to gain occult knowledge. If you want to astral travel and learn about the underworld, it's a rune that you would use for that. Let's say you're working on a term paper or you're working on a business proposal and you can't find the right words for it. You could channel this rune and it would help you. It would help you with your forming of words. Like I said, it's a communication rune. If you're having a hard time communicating or seeing eye to eye with somebody, Ansuz can help you be able to communicate effectively so they hear you. This is a rune about sound. It's connected to sound, so it could help them tune in to hear what you're really trying to say. So Ansuz is a very powerful rune. I'm sorry, I have my little notes here. I'm not trying to cheat or anything, but I want to make sure I get it all, the information straight to you. If you want to connect with the god Odin, okay, this is a good rune to use. It will help you connect with his consciousness, maybe help you gain insight. It also is a rune that, like I said, if you're having a hard time understanding somebody, it can help you to open your own ears so you can understand them. So this is a really good rune. And like I said, go and research, learn more about the runes. There's a lot more you can do with all these runes. I'm just kind of giving you a really basic, quick way of using them, but build upon them, explore them, get to know them. I will tell you, one lady that I love is Freya Aswin, a very good person on runes that I love, and I've learned a lot from her books, and a lot of this comes from her books actually that I've studied for years. So I think she's on YouTube, so check her out. Anyways, I'm Apoluna, and I will talk to you soon.